Hello everyone, and welcome to the first of a series of 5 videos designed to assist students enrolled in ENGR 359 Microcomputer Engineering at the University of British Columbia's Okanagan campus. My name is Logan and I'll be working with you throughout the semester. Today we will be going through a very brief overview of the Tiva LaunchPad, Integrated Development Environment Energia, and how to submit the lab. To start off, let's go through some basic information about the course. As stated before, this video is for the students in ENGR 359 Microcomputer Engineering. If you are looking for contact information for myself or Dr. Elnigar, please see the course syllabus on Canvas. I will also have a dedicated time slot during the week to ask questions regarding the lab via video conferencing, and you will be able to find the time on Canvas as well. To complete today's lab, you must have access to a computer, ideally one with Windows, but any operating system should work just fine, and a Tiva LaunchPad. Make sure to purchase a C-Series TM4C123GXL development board, as this is the one the course was designed for. There are a number of other components we will be using in future labs, and if you've not already done so, it is important to also order these now. For a complete list, please look on Canvas once again. Without further ado, let's get started with an introduction to the Tiva LaunchPad. The LaunchPad is an inexpensive evaluation platform designed by Texas Instruments to showcase the capabilities of their ARM Cortex-based microcontrollers. The microcontroller has many features, including a fast 80 MHz 32-bit CPU, plenty of memory, and several GPIO ports. Based on ARM architecture, the LaunchPad is quite efficient and powerful. You will find that this lab is slightly different from the course materials, as we will be focusing on implementation of an embedded system. As such, we will be programming in C and letting the compiler interpret and translate our code to assembly and machine code. Programming a complete application in assembly is rather difficult and would be impractical in our short time frame. You will notice on the LaunchPad that there are 2 different USB ports, one on the top and one on the side. These correspond to the debug and run modes of operation respectively. For our lab, always make sure to connect the USB cable to the top debug port and make sure that the switch is set to debug. Always make sure to handle the board by holding onto the sides of the PCB, as this will reduce the chance of accidentally damaging components through electrostatic discharge. On the board, there are 2 rows of headers that give you access to the GPIO pins, ground and power, and 3 different buttons. The reset button that allows you to reset the microcontroller, and 2 buttons for interface. I'll now go over some of the functions of Energia, the integrated development environment we'll be using. Install Energia following the steps in the lab manual and open a new sketch. There will be 2 new functions automatically generated called setup and loop. Setup is run once at the beginning of your program and is used for one-time instructions such as specifying whether a port is an input or an output. The loop function is run continually while the program is in operation in sequence. To upload your code to the LaunchPad, we first must make sure that the Tiva C-Series boards are available. To do this, go to Tools, Board, Boards Manager, and make sure that the Energia Tiva C boards is installed. If it's not, install it now. Next, you can go back to Tools, Board, and select LaunchPad Tiva C with TM4C123 80 MHz. Do this and select the COM port that is used for the Tiva LaunchPad. If you don't know what this is, you can find out in the Device Manager or through trial and error. In my case, my LaunchPad is on COM 3, and so that's what I will select. Next, you can upload your code using the Upload button. Simply click it, and assuming everything is done correctly, your code will upload to the Tiva LaunchPad. The last thing we must discuss today is how to submit your work for grading. Follow the lab procedure laid out in the lab manual, and once done, record a short video of your LaunchPad running the program. Upload the video, lab report, and your main.ini file to Canvas. This should be relatively easy to do using the Canvas app on your phone. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions regarding the lab, you can reach me by email or by meeting with me through video conferencing at the designated time. To find this information, look on Canvas in the course syllabus. Thank you and have a good week.